Hello everyone and welcome to the highlights video of round 2 of the URL-GT1 championship from Barcelona. Again, we had a record-breaking grid of 29 drivers participating in qualifying. Mihovil Markovic put his Maserati MC12 on pole, half a second clear of Peter Abelovsky. Mikko Korkiakowski, the winner of last week, had to settle for third, but look at those very close qualifying times. A lot of drivers into the 36s, couple in the 35s, and Mihovil Markovic dominant in the 34s. In the AM Cup, it was newcomer Nikolal Gairov taking the pole by quite a margin over his closest rival Chris Simpson, and he was only less than almost 0.02 of a second, indeed, faster than Andrei Golubnichi, the winner of last week's race. So let's have a look at the highlights of the race. Here we are on the grid, and let's see who gets a good start to this second round at Barcelona. Mikko Korkiakowski, I think, yes, he puts his car in between Mihovil and Peter, and he will go into the lead. Yes, indeed, it's very close behind him as well. And we can see the whole field going through turn 1. Oh, that's Peter Bakus having an incident there. He will drop back. And Chris Simpson claimed the lead in the AM Cup further back. But everyone quite clean. Bit of an incident with Peter Bakus there in turn 1. But the field's still very much bunched up, and 28 roaring beasts around the Barcelona circuit can never go wrong. Evgeny Leonov here passing Michal Klisch for P13. Here's the rest of the field, still very close. Alex Scott didn't have a great start. He's in 15th at the moment. Will be able to make the pass here up the inside. A lot of moves being done. Oh, that was close. But a lot of moves being done here into the hairpin at the back straight. Two newcomers as well this race. Two Finns. We'll see them coming by during the race highlights. So Mikko Korkiakowski starting from third, but puts his car into first after lap 1, followed by Peter Abelovsky, Mihovil Markovic, and Tony Ukic, Florian Kutz, and so on and so on. Everyone streaming across the line, and everyone still very much bunched up, as you can see. Simon Fillingham here in 25th. He had an off, it seems. Then Peter Bakus, as we saw, involved in an incident, and Felly Boucher as well with a puncture, unfortunately just in front of David Nesbitt. Is Alec Laush having a look at one of the newcomers, Jari Lakinen, sorry. Will he be able to make the move at the inside? Yes, he can, and we can recognize the two newcomers. They're in the white and green Ferrari F40s. Sandro Donadel is right behind these two. And then a big incident in lap 3. Robert Horvath in P5. Following Tony Ukic and Florian Kutz, who are side by side for almost the whole lap. He's in P6, sorry. Robert still battling very hard. Florian slots in front, and then looking at the battle, both Robert Horvath and Tony Ukic go wide onto the grass. A small tap there from Miguel, but they lose a lot of positions. And further back on the same lap, Mitchell Smith made a move here on Kimi Kartikainen to take P17. So a lot of action in this race. There will be highlights, but there's a lot more action, especially here into turn 1. Craig Metcalf getting past Florin Manorace. And Tony Ukic, he fell back after going off there. He's now behind Ethan Bass. Going into turn 3, he has to stay behind. But as you can see in front as well, it's Michal Klisch and Yevgeny Leonov. Getting past, lapping David Nesbitt here already. He had a bad opening to the race. And then Chris Simpson, he is in the lead of the AM Cup. Alex Laush in the McLaren goes for the inside line. I think Chris will let him go, but not very easily. He doesn't want to lose any time because his AM championship contenders and rivals are right behind him. And Yevgeny Leonov here, keeping it, oh no, spinning it on the gravel, losing position, 4 positions even. So back to 10th for Yevgeny Leonov, who had a good start. Then here's Chris Timpton in the lead of the AM Cup, and Drama struck into turn 1 as one of the team 87 guys missed the braking point and hit the AM leader off. Unfortunately, the Aston waited, but that lost Chris Simpson the lead to Nikolal Gairov, who had started on pole. And then here's a lead change. Mikko Korkiakowski couldn't get a big gap on Peter Abelovsky, and he made the pass for the lead like this. Very tricky in that turn there, but they kept it clean. A clean pass from Peter Abelovsky for the lead. And Alex Scott will do the exact same move. Now we can witness it from on board. So it's very close on the curb, and then hoping he can stay on the inside and make the pass. Mihovil Markovic then, he was able to close the gap to Nico as well. And onto the straight, he had a good bit of overspeed, went for the inside into turn 1, and didn't get the job done very easily. Had to stick around the outside and watch out for Robert Horvath, who was slow there on the outside of turn 2. But Nico got onto the barbels into turn 3, and that's how Mihovil Markovic got past for 2nd position. And as you can see, Florian Kutz in the other yellow Celine is very close as well. So big battle here for the leading spots and the podium spots. Kimi Martikainen now making a move on Sando Donadel. Side by side braking, but he gets the move done. And P23. Also, the battles in the back were very exciting and very hard. Peter Bakus, as we saw, had a very bad first lap, and he's now trying to pick up the pieces. Here they are, Peter and Mitchell Smith getting past Chris Simpson, and it all got heated up at this point of the race. Peter Bakus sliding a bit, Mitchell going a bit wide on the grass, and Chris is now in 2nd position in the AM Cup, but Andrei Golubnici, as we will see in just a moment, is not very far behind us, so he doesn't want to lose a lot of time behind these guys, although they're in the pro class. Chris seems to have good pace here, so he has to try and keep that 2nd position and not to lose too much time to Nikolai, going a bit wide again from Peter, getting past again by the Aston Martin of Team 87. And Chris keeping a safe distance, so he's able to react if something happens. And we saw there Andrei Golubnici only a couple of car lengths away, so very exciting here, and we're not even halfway through the race. So can Peter Bakus get past the Aston here onto the main straight? He's quite close, so it might be possible. Some puffs of smoke, and oh, I think that's a bit wide. Yes, indeed, goes wide. Chris Simpson, can he take a voting action? Yes, he does. So that's a clean pass there and a small mistake. So going into the pit stops, it was Peter Abelovsky from Mihovil Markovic, then Mikko Korkiakowski, Florian Kutz, Miguel Santiago Carao in 5th, and then behind, big battle pack again. Michal Klisch, followed closely by Ethan Bass, then Tony Ukic, Ilya Isayenko in P9, Alex Scott in P10, Yevgeny Leonov fell back there, Greg Metcalf, and the whole rest of the field. Nikolal Gairov was leading the AM Cup, as we already said. Simon Fillingham then in 16th, Jari Laikonen, Peter Bakus, Chris Hinton. That battle is still raging on. Andrei Golubnich is still very, very close. Kimi Martikainen and Yevgeny Leonov in the pits here. Sandro Donadel in 24th. Then Robert Horvath trying to recover from his incident. He had 2 rear punctures, so he was even lucky to get into the pits safely. Mikko Korkiakowski got another position during the pit stops as Mihovil lost a bit of time. Mikko got back P2, and the other saloon was a bit less fortunate. He lost the position to Miguel Santiago, so that's P4 for Miguel now, and Florian Kutz in P5 essentially. Chris Simpson then witnessed Alex Laush's engine blowing up just in front of him. Big puff of smoke, but no big drama there. And Florian Kutz exited the pits behind Miguel, but he was able to get closer. He had the pace, went for the inside. Just enough space there for the two of them. And Miguel missed the apex a bit there. Florian getting past, Ethan very close as well. Makes the pass as well as Miguel gets onto the marbles. So that's 2 positions gone in 2 turns. But then drama struck for Florian Kutz. He made a spin into the hairpin and lost those 2 positions again. That was Ethan in front, and here's Miguel just in front of him. And 2 guys behind are also not very far. Florian Kutz got close again and tried again, braked too late and went off into the gravel into turn 1 again, losing a position to Tony Ukic. So very, very close there, but Peter Abelovsky took the lead from Mikko Korkiakowski and will take the win here at Barcelona in the Saleen, the blue Saleen that is. Here's the checkered flag. Very good race from him. Mikko Korkiakowski had to defend hard from Mihovil Markovic as he got closer and closer to Mikko on the worn tires. Then Ethan Bass was followed very closely here by a big pack of cars. Miguel Santiago got close but couldn't pass. Then it was Tony Ukic behind those 2 who passed Florian Kutz after his mistake. So that's 4th and 5th in less than half a second, then less than a second Tony Ukic, and again Florian Kutz very close, and then Michal Klisch to round up the top 8. Alex Scott in P9 and Greg Metcalf in P10. We saw the pass on him. Ilya Isayenko, Flori Manolace, Alexandr Petrichenko in the Viper. Nikolal Gairov will take the win in the AM Cup. So good for him. Peter Bakus finishing in 15th, Robert Horvath in 16th. Tough race for them. Simon Fillingham and Mitchell Smith again finishing close to each other. Then Chris Simpson taking 2nd position, and just behind him Andrei Golubnich, so he was able to keep Andrei behind for the whole race. And Sandro Donadel in 4th, then Jari Laikonen, Matthias Christensen, David Nesbitt, and then the non-finishers Kimi Martikainen, Alex Laush with the blown engine, Yevgeny Leonov and Felix Boucher. Unfortunately, Sten Mikkel Olsen didn't make it to the start of the race due to technical problems, but here are the results for round 2 of the GT1 series from Barcelona. Peter Abelovsky, 1st spot, then Mikko Korkiakowski and Mihovil Markovic, and in the AM Cup, as we saw just now, Nikolal Gairov, followed by Chris Simpson and Andrei Golubnich. So next round will be at the Mugello circuit in Italy. Stay tuned and join us at unitedracersleague.com.